Hello everybody, this is Vojta, and following video is my attempt to introduce you all how we are standing with the project Mile, and basically I want that all partners who are participating in this project are having an understanding what is it all about. In the last weeks, mainly Veronica spent a lot of time with filming the application. I gave her a hand in the last days. Right now we are very close to finalizing the whole process. Thanks a lot to Vlad and also to Natalia and Jeroen for their comments and for filling the empty spaces. What we are still quite puzzled with is the budget of the whole thing, but we are trying to put clear pictures to this as well. Anyway, let's talk about the Mile and what is it all about. I hope that you can see the screen. Basically the vision of the whole project is to provide the perspective with the belief that the LARP is an amazing tool for discovering a new perspective. Our goal is to multiply other LARP tools we already have and research the new opportunities of the method. For this you should understand that basically the project is a follow-up of the big youth exchanges we have done together with Panayotis. We gathered a lot of tools. We want to make them transferable, we want to make them better, and we also want to research the other opportunities of it. So the whole Mile is having three main objectives, which I simplified for this purpose, of this presentation. The first objective is discovering LARP for social inclusion. Basically, with Panayotis we already have established method, and we want to digitalize this method, make it transferable. Second objective is research non-LARP tool in LARP setting. This was more or less brought by Innovation Lab with their idea to see how they can be using PlayFight and other tools in the LARP setting, which is very fascinating for me. We already have this experience that one guy was doing Haka inside of the LARP setting, and it was bringing something to the participants. So we are having assumptions, there is a lot to be discovered, and this is a great opportunity to see the unique abilities every partner has and how we can put them into this LARP setting. Third objective is connected to creation of the LARP template, which can be adapted based on the need of the person who is using the template. Basically, this all has originates from the LARP that I have created. It's called Kamlan. It's based on Arthurian legends. It's LARP for 40 different characters, and we want to see if we can take all these already existing characters, turn them into archetypes, and give it to basically every country for using it as they need. So basically, if you take these 40 characters, put them to Greece, and instead of King Arthur we are going to put there the god Zeus, and instead of Morgana we are going to put there Athena, etc, etc, etc. And in Denmark we could see if we can put there some Viking kings and some other heroes or gods from this type. So this is the basic idea. So we are having these three main streams we are discovering inside of this, and every this stream is divided into the subcategories, so that's what I'm going to show you. So this is basically talking about the, let's say, products which are going to come up from our effort. So the first product connected to the objective one is manual. It's basically a book in which I am going to describe how to use this method, which we have already implemented successfully several times with Panayotis. And then we are going to take this, first of all, when we are describing the book, we will still need collaboration of the other partners. But when it is ready, we are going to give it to youth workers. So it can be anybody from your network who will study it thoroughly, who are going to make a plan how to implement it, and then they are going to implement it. And that's this 9-day UT exchange. It's actually not a UT exchange, but I'm using this keyword for simplification and easy understanding of what's going to happen. And this is planned for Romania at this point. And yeah, the idea is that these people who are leading this youth exchange didn't do this method before. They learned how to work with it from the manual. Of course, they will also have opportunities to ask questions to me and Panayotis and to other experts. And they will also collect feedback from the youth exchange. And whatever feedback we collected from them and from the participants of the program, we will put inside of the manual, and only then we are going to release the final version. So this is for the first pillar of MILE. Second pillar, this is this non-LARP tools inside of the lab. We will organize 8-day youth exchange in Hopeland in Greece. And yeah, we need to create some LARP setting there, and it's not clear what sort of LARP setting it will be yet. But inside of this LARP setting, we will have an opportunity to experiment with the other elements. So in reality, there should be the several youth workers. So it can be me, it can be Vero, it can be Natalia, Jeroen, and Vlad or his colleague. We will first meet in Greece for 2 days. It will be sort of APV. We will discuss how the program inside of the youth exchange should look like. Then we are going to do it, and we will need to note down all the information, all the data we gathered. And then we need to put all this data inside of some wiki site, inside of some website, which will be created. Hopefully Innovation Lab, Vera told me that Innovation Lab has experiences with this, or more specifically they have experiences with creating portal. I have resistance towards going for a portal, but I am very eager to create some sort of wiki site system which allows the easy linking all things together, which can be very useful for the future. And this wiki site should work in a sense that all of us are going to have access, all of us will have opportunity to be adding their tools we are using. So it should work as a library for the future usage, also when the 2 years of MILE are over and we are moving on. And it would be super cool if also basically anybody could create for themselves a profile inside of this wiki site and would have an opportunity to be adding their own resources into the wiki site, so it can really grow. We need to put there some safety spins, but let's not go to details. Third product, and this is coming to the third objective, is this LARP template. So basically I'm going to show you now what already exists. It just came to my mind. This is the game I created together with Rebecca something like 1 year, 2 years ago. We tested it twice. It has its flaws, but it has a lot of potential. There is 40 characters inside, and as I said, the attempt is to take these characters and make archetypes from them. So they are changeable, adjustable, according to the needs. So this will require a lot of online work. This will also require a meeting in the Netherlands, which is planned, and then it should be implemented twice. It should be implemented once in the Netherlands, once in the Denmark. As this is designed for 40 players, I assume that also in the Netherlands and in Denmark we are going to need 40 participants plus 5 organizers, 45 people for each country. Can be done differently. If we decide to do it differently, we also need to change the whole LARP template. How, I don't know yet, but of course it's possible. And yeah, That's basically the objective 3, that we are going to create a template. We are going to test it in Netherlands with one type of characters. We are going to test it in Denmark with other types of characters. So in Netherlands we can be playing sailors and pirates. In Denmark we can be playing Vikings and elves. I don't know. And if it's gonna work, it's great. In all cases we need to gather the feedback and adjust the final product accordingly. And this is the whole mile. But of course there is a certain flow inside how the project is supposed to go, and that I'm going to introduce in the next video.